Hello my friends, today's video is going to be an AM routine featuring my favorite Korean products as well as my favorite US products. This is going to be a best of the East and West, so to speak. So if you're new to this channel, I do have a dry skin type as well as acne. And what I found is I really do best using some of the Western products that are made for targeting acne. We are allowed to use much higher percentages of certain active ingredients than actually even places like Canada are more limited in terms of active ingredients. And yet, because I do have this difficult skin type, I find I do best bringing in a lot of other hydrating and calming formulas, which Korean skincare does so well. What it boils down to is that for my skin type, there is a balance to be found between these two worlds, and I'm going to show you how I find that balance in today's AM skincare routine. Today's video is also proudly sponsored by Skin 1004, and yet all opinions are my own, the only way I do sponsorships, so thank you kindly to Skin 1004. Let's go ahead and get into this, and we're going to start with a very predictable product if you know me. The Fresh Kombucha Cleansing Treatment, been a favorite of mine for a while. This is such an unusual product that just became one of my absolute favorites. Have you ever had the experience where you just feel like a product was made for you? So as I mentioned already, I have dry skin and it can get kind of cranky with cleansing twice a day, every single day. So what I like to do with this product is just wipe my skin down every morning, well, about 5 times a week, I would say. And especially paying attention to where I may have had some of that, those heavier occlusives on overnight. I used to use micellar water, which was kind of controversial, but it's just a better fit for me. It's made with saponins instead, which is a much more mild form of cleansing. So I think the funny thing about this product is realistically, I think there's probably a very small percentage of people who would need this and who would love it the same way that I do. But again, if you're somebody who's just really struggling with finding the right cleansing methods, it may be worth trying cleansing a little less, or maybe try some type of alternative cleansers such as this product. Next up, a product that you may have seen before or at least heard of, the very popular Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Ampoule. Well, first off, let's chat about what an ampoule is. So an ampoule is kind of similar to the serum step. It's a product that is very concentrated in order to target specific concerns in your skin. With this ampoule, it's made using 100% Centella asiatica extract, which you may better know as Cica. That's an ingredient with a very long history of anti-inflammatory benefits, barrier boosting benefits, which makes it a really good choice for sensitive or irritation-prone skin types. Inflamed, irritated skin like you might experience with acne, that's what makes Cica such a wonderful ingredient for my acne-prone skin. While it's not directly targeting the acne itself, it helps soothe the skin around the acne. And you know how in the past we've talked about variations in the quality of plants themselves, why it is that you could have 2 products with very similar inkies and yet you notice better results from one product than the other? That's exactly what sets apart Skin 1004's Ampoule. As the name of this product suggests, this is harvested in Madagascar, where the climate is ideal for higher levels of naturally occurring beneficial constituents within the Cica plant itself. If you ever wonder why I get so hung up on this, this is the kind of thing that actually is extremely relevant to my own field of nutrition. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time. You know, this is why you can buy an apple from one grocery store, the same apple from another grocery store, and notice they taste different. It depends so much on where they're grown, how they're harvested, how they're maintained before they get to you. And Skin 1004 does put a lot of effort into all of those attributes. They have an entire story of how they harvest and maintain the product before it gets to you. So you use this ampoule immediately after cleansing. What's so interesting about this is that it's very lightweight. It's not sticky at all. So it ends up feeling like using a toner, except a much more condensed toner. And by the way, I read a tip to store this in your refrigerator. Can I just tell you all how wonderful that is for my own routine? As you saw, I'm not using water. There's no splashing my face with cold water to wake myself up in the morning, but I can bring in a nice cold product and get that same sensation plus other soothing benefits. This is why I keep saying you have to figure out what works for you. When you figure out these fine-tuning of your routine, you can absolutely fall in love with your routine and be treating your skin at the same time. You all asked for a review on this, and I am so happy to oblige. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry Smooth BHA and AHA Salicylic Serum for clarifying and retexturizing. We don't do short names for products anymore. Nothing has a short name. It's all long. I am adoring this serum, y'all. It is made with 2% salicylic acid, which is an ingredient that I need at that 2% level to help fight my acne. I've been incredibly pleased with this. I actually found myself Googling strawberry one night. It was really late and I was thinking, I am loving this. It's going so well for me. What is different? It's 2% salicylic, 3% azelaic acid, but what is different? What is giving this an added advantage for me? Could it actually be the strawberry extract? But I made a mistake because it was late at night and I thought, I don't really feel like PubMeding this right now. Let me just Google it. Y'all, Google articles are not helpful at all, are they? Like, you really have to go to the primary source. I pulled up this article that was saying strawberry seed is great for your skin because it's rich in vitamin C, which it is, but then it went on to cite studies about sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which is a vitamin C derivative. What? Why would you do that? If you're talking about strawberry, talk about strawberry. Don't go off about something that's not strawberry, right? Right? I'm really liking this. I want to keep using it. I will say I've seen a couple of people say this doesn't work for them, and keep in mind, again, that's all skincare products. It does get trickier when brands incorporate fragrance into their products, which Glow Recipe does do. So, you know, it is always possible to have a reaction, and it's also possible for someone to absolutely thrive on a product. Let's do some eye cream next. I've got the Benton, I don't know why I just like really flashed that in your face. I have no idea why. This is the Benton Fermentation Eye Cream that I also talked about in my affordable skincare video. So we're gonna use just a tiny amount of this around my eye area. You all were telling me, you all commented in that video that you also found amazing deals on this product. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And it contains galactomyces as well as bifidoferment. You know, it's so funny. I was reading through all of the reviews on, in particular, I've been reading reviews for SK2 lately, kind of trying to figure it all out, right? So I was just reading through all of these reviews, and it really struck me that nobody could figure out how to explain what galactomyces does for your skin. People would just say, yeah, like my skin looks good with it. It looks good. You know what I think it is? I think that we struggle with defining what it is that makes us perceive good skin versus not as good skin. We struggle with that. We haven't even figured out how to explain the concept of aging. We treat it as lines equals aging, wrinkles equals aging, and so people have, you know, started to get Botox, but you still can tell someone's age even with Botox, which I find fascinating. It's like we can't define it. How do you define aging? Or good skin. I just started going off. By the way, I have never had Botox in my life. I want to make it clear, it's not that I judge anyone with Botox, it's that I'm terrified of needles. That's it. It's not that deep. Not that deep because I won't let the needle go in deep. Let me pat myself on the back for that one. No, it's terrible. I think my point that I almost lost there was that it's difficult to explain what certain products do, and yet I totally understand why some people are on board for ingredients like fermented ingredients. I struggle with explaining it too. It's something that I can't define. I can only see it. We're moving to the end of this routine. Let's go to the moisturizer step, which is the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream, because sometimes I'm painfully predictable. My deal with this moisturizer, the reason it's so beloved to me is because it's $12, and you see how nicely it blends out. Now, there's nothing really fancy going on with this product, but I don't need anything fancy at this point because I've already knocked out all of my ingredient concerns. We got the salicylic acid out of the way to treat my acne. We got the cica to calm my skin. We had our fermented ingredients in this. I just need to worry about moisturizing my skin, and this works. A $12 moisturizer that moisturizes my skin. By the way, the reason I always talk about happy hydration over holy hydration, both have this one is a fragrance-free product. Holy hydration has a fragrance-free option, but I just like that this has added hemp oil. I find my skin responds well to hemp oil, so I prefer this one personally. And now it's time to finish up this routine with our sun protection, because what is the point of taking such good care of my skin if we're not going to apply sunscreen? I can't believe y'all didn't vote for this. I was so sure that you all were going to say, oh, please do the Acne-Tree hyaluronic acid watery sun gel, SPF 50 PA++++. I was just so sure. And you all said, nah, I've already seen reviews for it, which had me over here going, that makes perfect sense. But I feel like I still have to try this, or the board of skinfluencers is going to come for me and say, we're sorry, we have to revoke your skinfluencer status because you haven't tried the Acne-Tree watery sun gel. What are you doing with your life? This is a first impression. Let's see what the hype is with this one. I feel like it's just going to look really dewy because that's what I've seen in all of the reviews so far. Let's see. We'll give it a try. Okay, is the hype with this one just how easy it is to blend out? This is a very fast sunscreen application. Yeah, I guess I see it. She is a very dewy sunscreen. It's glass skin. No, it's dolphin skin. Dolphin skin. But that's it. We did 6 steps today, and I covered all of my needs as someone with dry skin and acne-prone skin. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll also make sure to have product links in the description box below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you again to Skin1004. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.